So what I was going to say in the last video, it's because, since soldiers cost, like, 10 credits, each one, and at the start money is really tight, I failed to observe the, rule of getting people with above, like, 70 or 75, maybe 80 aim, like, each time you hire things, so you know, have people that can actually freaking hit a brick wall in front of them. That, and I never get enough assaults, and I'm always too vicious with my assaults. Like, you know, the run and gun thing is so useful, especially, like, up close with the shotgun, things get eviscerated. But if you screw something up and, like, activate another, like, enemy while you're eviscerating the enemy, that assault is good as dead. And, like, I really need the assault class. I'm usually a bit too reckless with them. And then there was this one real bullshit moment. I had this rookie, he had, like, 82 aim, or something really good like that. So, like, I set him up near a car. It's not an exploding car. And then, like, I have him shoot, and he kills the guy. And I'm like, yes, he's so going to get promoted. Next turn, car explodes, and he's dead. I'm like, no, useful rookie. And I was left with useless rookie. It was one of those rookies who... It's just those two habits I need to build. It's like... being smarter with my assaults, and making sure my rookies can fucking aim. Which, you know, is a plus. You know, when you're in the military, being able to aim. It's a good skill to have. I've noticed something really wrong with, like, you know, like, when you're target shooting, you can miss the bullseye, but you're still hitting the target. XCOM, it's rather, you're hitting the target, or you're shooting off into space! Like, millions of yards away. It's like, you hardly ever hit the enemy's cover, which is sort of the point of their defense. Like, usually, your gun can shoot straight, and... oh, don't even get me started on shooting straight with guns in XCOM. Have I told you the story of how one of my supports killed a man with a med kit? Killed an alien with a med kit. It like, hadn't realized that he was not holding his gun or something. So it did the animation, but he was holding the med kit. It's hilarious. That was before I added the DLC. I wonder what sort of crazy things will happen now. But yeah, there's numerous glitches it has all over the place, like shooting sideways. Oh, there was this one I loved. It's like this thin man was taking a reaction shot against me, and like it goes up to the action cam right behind him, and he's leaning over. It's like just like really curved back, and then he shoots and it's like he misses. I'm like, yeah, I'd miss too if I was trying to do the limbo sideways. Here's a really annoying. Did you see that? That went right through the barrel. So, yeah. What are some other games I got? I got Gunpoint. Seems like it'd be a fun, amusing puzzle game. What other things did I get? Yeah, I set up like this whole big, like wish list thing to, like, for when the sale came, and I told myself I'd only spend a certain amount, and I spent that, and now it sort of feels like There's so much more on my wish list I wish I could have gotten.
Let's go.
I got Tropico 4. Although I couldn't get Banished. Banished wasn't on, like, I sort of had a rule when looking at the things. If it wasn't something that I was like, I'm getting this now, it had to be at least 50% off. And so many things were like 20 or 30%. Like, there was one that's even 10% off, and I'm like, dude, this is the Steam sale, not, you know, bargain bin rip-off thing. So, yeah. I got another fighting game called Skullgirls. I sort of just picked that up because it was a thing. And, I have absolutely no idea the canon, or the story, nor really what I'm getting myself into, but, yeah, it seems fun. It's a different button scheme from Blaze Blue, which may make it difficult swapping back and forth between the two. It has A, S, and D as punches, and Z, X, and C as kicks. So, it's really easy to sort of go from punches and kicks, depending on what character you're playing at. I tried 2 just in arcade mode, just to see how it worked. I had the girl that can remove her head, and that was like a cat girl, and the girl with the giant muscly arms hat. Found that the cat girl had one good punch, and her legs, her kicks were pretty good, and then the girl with the hat had pretty good punches, but I guess you could probably assume that. What was interesting is the intro. It says, like, there's this item that can grant the desires of any woman, but if, like, she is impure of heart, it'll twist her into a being of, like, corruption and stuff. And you're looking at these girls, and it's like, the intro said, like, a new Skullgirl has arisen, like, who will fight her. And you're looking at the girls and how they've been twisted, and you're thinking, what the hell did they wish for? Like, I can sort of guess the Catwoman's thing. Like, she looks sort of Egyptian, so maybe, like, it was a long time ago when Egypt still reigned and she wanted to be with, you know, more in touch with the holiness that was cats at the time. And here we have quite the boss fight. Girl, I don't know, I can only assume it had something to do with show business. There's this other girl that was sort of like cartoonish and steampunk, and she threw out exploding 8 balls. I can only dread to imagine what the hell her wish was. And there was another woman that looked like she had like a Nazi brigade with her, and some of her attacks are just calling them out and having them do stuff for her. I guess hers would probably be more obvious, just to be adored by men. And of course, the way you twist that is just have her use them to fight things. It's really kind of simple. What were the other characters I saw? There was this girl. And she had hair, but it was alive. And it killed things. Mainly me. Quite quickly, actually. So yeah, you can't damage him too terribly easily when he's in that thing, he'll do an attack that overheats it, and then he'll come out, and then you can attack him. Also, you can counterattack with these lightning balls. My thinking at this point was I could force it to overheat by attacking it with fire attacks. That did not work out as intended. But then he does this move, which, if you're not an idiot, is pretty easy to defend against. Well, not really an idiot, it's just... if you pay attention and are quick enough with the hitting of the things, pretty easy to dodge, and it overheats his thing, and you can attack him. We start out with the hammering of the bros. Hammering of the bros, it sounds like the running of the bulls. Or something to that effect. So essentially just wail on him for a few turns and rinse and repeat. Probably... here's how you know I've lost the fight. I'm saying he'll probably throw in something later. So yes, I lost this fight, and I guess I will be recording it fairly soon. I don't know when. It's just, you know, when you're doing this sort of thing, you get real self-conscious about other people being around, and my father's just been in the basement where all my stuff is, for like so long, working on his stuff and things, and his things and stuff. Is where I think I die. Or maybe not. So Mario screams in a most delayed reaction of delayedness that you ever did see. So yeah, I was expected to have more items by this point. Maybe I just did less exploring in this thing because I was doing a Let's Play. Which will teach me to play games just immediately once you see that they are in fact downloaded. Or downloadable. Here I believe I'm trying to burn him. Just to get that damage over time. Does not appear to be working.
Luigi.
Yeah, so here Luigi goes down. And then I guess... yeah, Luigi goes down and then he starts firing stuff, and like you have to jump to break that thing. And with the added weight of Luigi, Mario can't really jump that much. I managed to break it, but the timing for jumping over the laser was set off by having to hold Luigi, so that is unfortunately the end of that. So I'll see you in the next video, where hopefully it will not be this.